Sennheiser's on a roll with their true wireless offerings, and the new CX Plus True Wireless takes everything that makes the CX True Wireless good and throws in even more features. Hey guys, we have the new CX Plus True Wireless with us today, and I know what you're thinking. It looks a lot like the CX True Wireless that I just reviewed like a month and a half ago. Well, it's not. But if you want a really quick roundup of exactly what is different, check out this video in the cards above. Before we get into the review, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. So, design-wise, it's really almost exactly the same. The difference in the case is that the logo on top is now shiny metal, similar to the CX400BT's case. Aside from that, it looks identical. Same design, same USB-C port on the rear. There is a slightly stronger hinge I feel when opening, although that could be because I've opened the CX True Wireless case so many times. The words on the inside of the case are also silver instead of the embossed black. And yeah, that's about it. The earbuds are a little more changed. Instead of the matte faceplate on the CX True Wireless, the CX Plus True Wireless has glossy faceplates, which is a bit of a bummer in my opinion because they really are fingerprint magnets. There's also 3 microphone holes instead of 1 at the bottom of the shell, although both earbuds have 2 microphones in each earbud for a total of 4. It is, of course, very possible that Sennheiser has taken the shell design of the CX400BT because it seems almost identical right down to the charging pins. The only difference between the CX Plus True Wireless and CX400BT shells is that the CX Plus True Wireless's shell has a sensor that allows for in-ear detection, which, yeah, is a new feature that Sennheiser is bringing to the CX Plus True Wireless. Speaking of the CX400BT, it's actually being replaced by the CX Plus True Wireless, which makes sense. When this was announced, I was like, so where is the 400BT gonna sit? You know, it's more expensive than the CX Plus, it doesn't have ANC, it doesn't have aptX adaptive, which are all things that the CX Plus has. So yeah, I mean, Sennheiser has clearly thought about that, and the CX lineup now only consists of the CX Plus and the original CX. That being said, while both cases have the same dimensions, the CX Plus True Wireless's case is 2 grams lighter than the CX True Wireless. Make of that what you will, because I literally have no idea what Sennheiser did to cut that 2 grams off, but yeah. Moving on, these also have touch controls, and they are super customizable, as is the case with all of Sennheiser's offerings. By default though, a single tap on the left turns on transparent hearing, a double tap skips to the previous track, and a triple tap toggles ANC, while a long press and hold turns the volume down. On the right, a single tap controls play pause, a double tap skips the next track, a triple tap pulls up your phone's voice assistant, and a long tap and hold brings the volume up. It's pretty well thought out, and I actually didn't feel the need to customize anything because these controls are actually pretty much all that I use. The touch controls are also pretty responsive, and yeah, pretty good here. Features wise though, is where these get fun. Of course, you need to use the Sennheiser companion app as usual for customizing the touch controls, changing the EQ, checking connections and all. But in the settings cog up top, you can now see there's a toggle for Smart Pause, which is Sennheiser's name for in-ear detection and auto-pausing music when a earbud is removed. That's something that was previously only available for the Momentum True Wireless 2 earbuds. Transparent hearing is also available now, which basically is an ambient sound mode. And it's a welcome addition, because we now come to the biggest change of all, ANC. Yes, we finally get ANC on a CX series earbud, and it works fantastically, let me just tell you that. Sure, it's not to the point of the Sony XM4, but keep in mind that these are a lot cheaper than those as well. For the price point of $179 US or 259 Singapore dollars, these do an excellent job of reducing ambient noise. Although sound like rain is still somewhat audible. You get Bluetooth 5.2 in these, which is excellent. Sennheiser has been doing a pretty good job at putting Bluetooth 5.2 into all their true wireless products, and it definitely helps to justify the cost. There's also support for SBC, AAC, aptX, and aptX Adaptive, which means high-res audio with variable bitrate scaling from 279 kbps all the way up to 420 kbps. There's playback up to 24-bit 48 kHz, but if you somehow have a phone that supports Snapdragon sound, that can go up to 24-bit 96 kHz. Battery life is also really good. You get 8 hours in the earbuds with an additional 2 charges in the case for a total of 24 hours. Now, as to whether 8 hours is with ANC or not, I would say probably not. I turned the ANC on, started playing music at around 40% volume, and I got to around 6 hours and 22 minutes with 10% left. I got a recharge headset prompt at around 6 hours and 32 minutes, and the earbuds finally died at 6 hours and 54 minutes, which honestly was better than I expected. An hour of the estimated time with ANC turned on is pretty good. There's no wireless charging for the case though, and I think that that's a feature that's going to be limited to the Momentum True Wireless for the foreseeable future. There's IPX4 water resistance, so yeah, safe for sweat or even light rain, but do remember that it's only for the earbuds. The case itself isn't water resistant. Microphone quality, well, you can take a listen for yourself. It's not like, whoa, but it does a pretty good job at reducing background noise, and my voice is relatively clear. Sound quality is really pretty much identical to the CX True Wireless. The lows are relatively clean, with a good amount of detail and rumble, and the mids are full-bodied and a touch more emphasized in the upper mids. Vocals are transparent and slightly more forward, which I do like. The main difference would be in the treble, I think. For some reason, it just doesn't feel quite as bright and energetic as the CX True Wireless does to me, which is honestly a bit odd. Of course, it really isn't a big deal because you do get the EQ feature and you can tweak it to however you like. It's just that out of the box, I think the CX True Wireless kind of edges it out just a little bit for me. Overall though, I'm all for the addition of ANC. I've been waiting for this for a while now, and honestly, Sennheiser's products have some of the best passive noise isolation out of all the other products that I've tried. So I'm very happy that we now get to enjoy ANC on a CX series earbud, while also enjoying, Sennheiser's signature sound. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Sennheiser CX Plus True Wireless. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to us and like this video. Till the next one, see you guys!